Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and we're back in the Gotthard line with Transport Fever. We're currently following the Intercity, as you well know, coming up on what we built in the last episode. Indeed, we spent a significant amount of cash in setting up a brand new line that is going to initialise our manufacturing of tools and construction materials, all of which will add a great deal, I'm sure, to the overall illustriousness of the goods hub that we've got running. And as part of that, I built a rather dramatic bridge, which will be coming into view right about now. And that in itself, is cause for celebration because it gives us a rather glamorous appearance of things. And as you can see from the view in the background there, there really is a whole hell of a lot going on in the network at present. Anyway, I've left the game running just to see if the lumber route that we set up last time would start earning, and it has. I hadn't expected to do so. It will stop earning as quickly as it started when the system gets familiar with the idea that actually nobody wants any of this lumber. But initially, everything is coming up rosy. Right, we've watched enough of that. Let's back away as there's a Dakota taking off. You can't say that there's not much going on. There's loads going on. As you can see, we've got logs waiting for pickup. Have we actually made it? No, there's some happening now. Look, it's happening now. Oh, brilliant. We turned up here at the right time. Now, I don't know if this is going to be producing. If we have a quick word with the system here, where is it putting them? It's turning them into planks. Is it just sticking them in an output hopper? It looks like it's putting them in an output hopper rather than sending them to be worked on. So initially, at least, we've got some more development to do, and that's what we're going to do presently. Now then, before we crack on, I need to make some adjustments here. So the shunting. This side is currently empty, but the other side we've got 380 oil waiting to be shoveled around in that way that we shovel, and this is the beast that we've tasked with that particular gig, and he's not doing it. It's just not paying off. So we're going to kill that. And we're going to replace it with something a little bit different. Have I over-clicked there? No, I haven't. Thought for a moment the whole thing had imploded about my ears, but no, it is working. So current capacity on this route train is 90. I want to up that to about 120, something like that. Now we've got this 50 km/h, 770, 190. We can modernise here. We can use electric if we wish, or we can go, oh, hello, what are you? What are you? Reichsbahn 242. It's got pulling power, I'll give it that. This might be the man for the job. That said, we only very rarely break even with this little shunter, so running something that has low running costs, $500,000 on that. These are 1 million and change a year. I think we're going to get the Alco PA on the case. No, not the PA. I beg your pardon. The Alco Double H, and we'll use the New Haven because we like it. I don't need any more justification than that. Right. So one of those, and then wagon wise, we want 120's worth of oil carrying. Which is going to be a 9, I suppose. Well, 5 is going to be 90, so 6 would be 108. 7 would be 100 and more than that, 126. And now you've just started clicking and you haven't kept count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Replace now. Yes, there we go. That spent pretty much all the money that I had in getting that upgraded. But the upshot of that will mean that that we're shoveling a little bit more oil over the other side. We should keep the oil tanker toppily fueled up, toppily popped up, topped up properly, which in turn will mean that more fuel gets moved around, which in turn, you know, blah 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 blah, all of that good stuff. With a bit of luck, it'll mean this guy gets to bring some back in the opposite direction as well, which will certainly not do us any harm. There we go, 126. That's pretty much what I counted. It won't take a full load first time, because they never do. I don't know why they don't. I guess they split the difference or some such. But this is quite a lot for this little train to be pulling. But that's okay. The previous one had a max speed of 50, and it barely got the chance to get up to that kind of pace. But every time you see a double-headed big boy in the background, you know that it's printing me some cash. I'll just pop in and show you how we're doing. Actually, that's a total lie, isn't it? Its revenues are terrific, but its running costs are horrific. There's unintentional poetry there, but is a watchword for all of us. How much are you carrying? I didn't spot that. 153. Oh, it's a disaster. I should have just left that alone. That was helping to bankroll all of the other heinous mistakes I'm making. But hey-ho, right, what are you getting up to? 41. Blistering pace there. So be it. So be it. Right, anyway, what are we going to do next? So we've got several missions ahead of us, and none of them are easy. So, you know, where does one start? One starts, I think, by re-establishing the coal line. That's going to be expensive. The big boy would be a good call here, but I'm actually going to go with actually the gruntiest thing I can find, because the speed of these corners isn't terrific. But we're going to want you know, an absolute ton of coal bringing through, and then there's not much else I can do with it after that. It's so tempting to nuke this house in order to straighten up the approach line here, you know. How much is house nuking? Oh, that's 50 grand. Right. Straighten up the approach line. There you go. Unfortunately, that chap lived in the price bracket that we call, oh, it's not worth keeping him alive. And therefore, we haven't. There we are. Let's back this up a bit more. I'm not even entirely sure why that's double tracked. I'm not even entirely sure if this is the right track that I'm looking at the moment. There you go. Of all the things I'm not entirely sure of, here are many. Right, let's bring this out in a straight line. Like that. It's created a hump in the road, which means it's put a hump in the track. See, I know things. That's what it's done. So let's kick off here with a bit of smoothage, gently. Don't need to go too wild on the smoothing. Just sufficient smoothing is what we're looking for, rather than excessive. There we are. Right, now maybe it will get across there smoother this time. Not so much as you'd notice. Well, we might have to chance, and I don't want to because I know exactly what's going to happen. There we go. Let's do that, and then let's see if we can get a level crossing across it afterwards. Chances are I only double track this to future-proof myself for future proofing of tracking double. At least I hope that's the case. Right, can I get a level crossing in there? Of course I can't. We're now going to have to do double risky. Oh dear. Get straight under. There you go. Like that. Nope. Maybe the grade of me track, the road is too grand. I think this isn't. This doesn't look like it's highway. It looks like it's street. Give me just regular medium street. There we are. Right, got across that with a collision. Construction's not possible. Oh look, make the construction possible, please. Go on, it would be a deer, and make it possible. Let's try going the other way. Right, there we are. We're across. We're all the way across. That's it. Now, if this tries to snap to the bridge, we're in trouble. The only reason we want to avoid any bridge snapping activities there is because it can lead to a scenario where the game just kind of goes, no, and that's the end of that. But as fortune would have it, we got across there without any major drama. Now, that's got a speed of 93 on it. Chances are the train will already be slowing by that point. I really hope it's slowing by that point. Oh, that's what we're using the second track for. That's the Vollenby-Bern Inefficiency Express going up there. Right, okay, good. So here we are. We're going to kick coal back off again. Now, this train has never made, this particular route has never made any profit at all. And that's a concern. But we need the coal. So it's got to be done. And it's a magnificent line. Fabulously engineered, and since I'm here, I'm going to tidy this up a bit. I mean, okay, you say a bit. At least it's all, it's all made of relatively modern materials now. But my goodness me, that's still ugly. Can I be bothered to organise it better? Not at the current time. But let's press on. I also want to upgrade this to be high speed. There we go. The only reason I'm doing that is so that all the tracks are the same colour. I know, it's just for aesthetic purposes. Right, I need a depot anywhere at all. Somewhere depot-like would be terrific. Oh, we might be able to come out of the main depot here. We can come out of the main depot. All right, well, that's fun. Right, let's price this up. Now, in order for this to make any sense at all, it's going to be worth them hauling a good 300 plus units of coal. So if we have a quick look at the big boy, just for benchmarking processes, 130, 4,500, and it costs 2 million a year to run it. Okay. Now, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to compete with that, but we'll have a look anyway. Let's see what the if we've got a Russian that is up to the challenge. Lower running costs. Now, his tractive effort isn't particularly good, and everybody explains to me that tractive effort doesn't do anything. Or power. I think it's tractive effort that doesn't make the slightest bit of difference. Yeah, you see, those are quite lightweight by comparison. What about this one? Yeah, it's not got the same hauling power at all, has it? I can't buy another big boy. Well, obviously I can, but I'm not going to buy another one. Because I've got enough of them already. I mean, heck, I've even run a double header one. I mean, what more do you want from me? What about these? 120. Now, the other thing that we need as much speed as possible. I think this Russian might be the way forward, you know. Because the speed will indicate the amount we get paid. Now, the Russian is only just cheaper. Let's call this the 4C2, all right? As much as that's not a 4, and I can't rule out that that's not a C, or in fact a 2, but for convenience sake. So this is a bit quicker. It's also electric, and I'm pretty sure I electrified this route when I first built it. Right, let's go and see the bank manager. Right, brace yourselves, and go. Daily Thompson's Decathlon. I will borrow 50 million now. That'll do enough. There we are. Right. Good. Easily borrowed. I think I might have to modernise some routes in order to help bankroll this, you know. Are we electrified? Yes, but we're not high-speeded. Actually, the likelihood we hit high-speededness is pretty slim, so I'm not even going to concern myself with that. Right, okay, now then, wagons. We want hoppers. Show me the hoppers that you have for me. Coal, hopper, 100 kilometres an hour top speed. No, not you. What about a gondola? 120. No, we need 160. 80. No. 160. Hello there. Right, you carry 18. I need 20 of them. You're kidding me. 20 of them? Yeah, no, that's the number you need. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well, there it is. Right, this is going on the Coal Mountain Heavy, and hopefully it can find its way there. Right, make it happen. Right, here it is. Look, there we are, emerging as it is, partially. Oh, and we're rolling. There we are. There you go. It's got a horn that makes it sound like it means business. Now, this is going to absolutely cripple my earnings for the time being. So, so immediately after I've done this, I'm going to have to go and implement something that will make me some wedge. And I've got a notion. I've got a scheme. I've got a plan, and with a bit of luck, it will accomplish great things. I see it's another big beast. I like a big beast. I've also got, you know, so that's eaten into my my slush fund in no short order, and that's, you know, a concern. Let's just follow along using the auto camera here. And also, this is going to take a little while before it starts making any cash. I wonder if this is set up for colorization. Not all modded trains take it. Oh, this one has done it. It's taken it. There we go. See, I figured that that black would be a more fitting colour for something. My goodness, there's a bit of warpage going on there. I see. I love it when you've got one train passing another. That's what life is all about. Although this could be disastrous. Who's that? No, we've taken a different route. I'm not entirely sure which route we're going to take here, but it's going to be exciting. Okay, right, fine. This is all very exciting. Maybe it's just me. I don't even care if it is just me. This is brilliant. Right, there we go. Now, I would be incredibly surprised if this made its top speed ever at any point. It's like, I mean, we're at 75 now, but its theoretical top speed should indicate the theoretical amount that it earns. Oh, there we go. He's got his foot down now. That's helping a little. We'll see what we get up to before we hit the... Why are we slowing down? Oh, you're stopping. Okay. All right, I'll allow it. That's fine. I personally, I felt that if you'd kept your foot down there, you might have made top of Coal Mountain a little bit quicker, but that's okay. There we go, the BC2 being put through its paces. And off we jolly well go. Now we got into the mid-80s in the approach to the station. Let's see if better than that is available as we trundle on our merry way here. We're already up to 80. That's not bad. For those of you with a metric-ish leaning, that's mid-50s. 100 kilometers an hour is around 60 miles per hour. And there it is. And we're still going. Go on there, big beast. Yeah, it's easing its way up. Now, someone in the comments, please confirm for me one way or the other whether uphill versus downhill has an impact on your acceleration and top speed. Because obviously coming back down the hill, he's going to have a heck of a weight on him. And that could lead to a rather pleasing scenario where it really is hauling it in a speed sense. Excellent. All right, there we go. We've seen this route before, so we don't need to go all the way. As much as I might be tempted to do so, Dakota. Now, let's see if it accelerates after it comes out. There we go. Yeah, there it is. So it's going to hold the max speed while anything is in the corner. It's going to feel precarious, isn't it? But fortunately, it's made out of stone. A material you can trust. This is the slow corner here. The painfully slow corner. Right, I'm going to leave that going. We'll check in on that later in the episode and see how it's going on. That's a lot of oil. I've been Colonel Failure at 780. Great googly moogly. How much can you handle there? For 390, 396. Oof. All right. Well, 396. It's going to have to be. So that's the problem. When you get a backlog like this, it's going to wreck the entire kind of transportation network. It's going to spoil it everywhere. But there's a lot of oil waiting to be moved. You know, that pays off quite nicely, but you know, we've got a lot of hauling to do here. And also the unloading speed. It's not great. That would be a lovely ad. I think I've mentioned this before. Was if you could buy an upgrade for a station that improved loading and unloading times. That would be jolly nice. Because especially once you start to get big beasts like this, you're hanging around for a bit waiting for it to fill up. Anyway, right, good. That's rolling as well. Right, where are we going? Now then. So that's coal being delivered. Now, coal on its own is going to do absolutely nothing. We need iron ore as well. And that can use this station. We just need to pick out the right bit of track to use. And I think it's going to be the outside line here, which I don't think it's in use at all right now, is it? No, it's not. So this is ideally suited to the role of hauling it across. It's going under a couple of bridges, although this bridge has been neglected by me. We're going to be hauling it out here. Now, I'm thinking, rightly or wrongly, possibly both, that the right way to go here would be to go in the centre and then use trucks betwixt these two things to load up the centre. I'm not sure though. I don't think that's right. I think we ought to just go direct. The only thing it's carrying is going to be iron ore. It can't carry anything else, and anything else that wants to come out in this direction will get it its own little setup. All right, fine. There you go. I've decided. That's an executive decision made right there. So we can go single track. We're going to need a fair chunk of length here. We've got high speed. We've got catenary. Yeah, this is all tickety boo. And then we're going to try and stay at the non-sloping section of track. You want to charge me 600,000 of your finest dollars to lump this in? Well, I'd like a secondary quote if it's all the same to you. What do we got? We can spend $1 million and go out there, or we can decrease it by a couple of 100,000 or by several 100,000 if we head out that way. Right? Let's get ourselves a road. And see if that can help us alleviate our costs here. As much as this is not the usual, I would not usually give a monkeys about spending such cash. I might complain about it a bit. In fact, you know, that's kind of kind of one of my catchphrases. But all right, what are you even thinking? What are you thinking exactly? I'm thinking we take it out here, right? Okay, keep it on the flat, or not, as the case may be, and then we'll try and plug a station onto the end of it and see if it's in range. It's not, but that's okay. I anticipated this. So we delete back a little. B for bulldozer. I don't actually need to delete back that much, but it's okay. And then we'll try it on there. No, 600,000. No good that is. And it's because you wanted to try and change the altitude. But if I plunk it in for 278, 280, that's a reasonable price for reasonable people. We'll get it as close as possible. 290. I'm okay with paying that. Compared to 600, which was the original quote. And then we'll make the road do the heavy lifting. And then hopefully that's close enough. Which it is. Habcon North. Habcon Coal. There we are. Right. And then it's track time. So we shall try and stay on this level where we can, following the curvature of the hillside. Make sure you know where you're going. We're going over there. All right. All right, and then continue onwards. Now, I may need to double track this up. In fact, it's very likely I will need to double track this up, as it's plausible that I'll end up with a station over there as well. In fact, it's not even plausible. That's a thing that's going to happen. I've curved too much here. There we go. That's it. Now back in business. Nice straight shot. And we're going to try and come up underneath the bridge there. Piece of cake. Easy peasy. Let's delete this. There we are. This bridge serves no purpose anymore. Let's delete it as well. You know, having a bit of dead bridge is... because I'm never going to use it. And while disposal of all this scrap iron is not free... and it was a rather splendid bridge back in the day. Let's just get rid of it. It will, you know, pretty the place up a little bit. There we are. It's highly unlikely we're going to go any further than that. Although we could. I could turn that into something. We'll leave that there for the moment. That bit of ground-based lumpage. Just in case I decide to use it later on. Why are you now trying to charge me an arm and a leg here? Because we have gouged the land. Okay, don't really want to gouge the land, though, do we? We've had to go up a bit, and then a gouge. We saved money on the station. We can afford to blow it all there. Keep going under, and start thinking about lining up. Right then, so I think we decided on the outside line here, did we? Was a decision taken on that front? That's the 4C2. Isn't that what I just put into... Isn't that running up the coal mountain at the moment? Right, quick route check. Yeah, I can use either of these two. So we'll use the outside line and just plunk it in like that. We could plunk it in better than that, though, I think, can't we? No, that's pretty well plunked. Good plunking. Right, there we go. So we now need... we're going to need to extend this this junction here so that it can also hit the other line. Right, if I get rid of that bit... In fact, if I get rid of all of it, because that switch there was only being used to get stuff into and out of the depot. I mean, the whole point of having a mega depot is so that everybody can use it. I'm going to need to do it again when we activate those next couple of lines. Right, you double it. Thank you. There we are. Right, excellent. Right, let's introduce the brand new, for the first time in this series, ore transportation route. And it's a long one. It's a properly long route, this one. I think it's going to struggle. It certainly doesn't feel likely. You've called that Habkern Coal, right? Everybody's been screaming at you for the last 15 minutes that you named the station wrong. Go and name it correctly. There we are. Right. That's that named up. There we are. Right, now let's bang this road back in and sort out what I'm sure is quite a lot of complaints that are going on in the flashing complainatron in the top corner. We haven't looked at the flashing complainatron for a bit. Let's have a look. Look at all of that. Oh, hold on. What's this? You've got troubles. What's your troubles there, Chief? No path. Ooh. Reckon I should fix that. Okay. Right, you're going to Volan by burn. Let's call that up. Let's turn the complainatron off. Could not connect to all stations. Alright, you need to get to Volan by burn. Now, I've been tinkering with this lately, so he hasn't been wrecked for too long. Right, you need to get up to Volan. Well, you're not going to do it from that track, are you? Interesting. Where have I got rid of a bit of track then? How long have you been waiting there? Don't I even want to know. Finances. No, you've been making money. Okay, so I've only wrecked this recently. All right, where are you heading? You're heading into there. That's good. You're heading up this one, which is as it should be. Turn pink off. It's just distracting you. I think maybe I missed a junction there. Hold on. Follow this. No, it's not that. It's got to be this one. Okay. Okay. For some reason, I've wrecked that in recent times. I don't think I did. Well, I mean, obviously I did. Oh, whoa! Steady on. Oh, you and your heavy mouse button. Tell you what. While we're here, let's bring all of this lot further up. Just in case we end up using it. You haven't left enough space there, so let's shift that out of the way. Right, keep it all coming round. Keep it all coming round. Collision. What are you collisioning? What's your problem? Oh, hold on. You've missed a bit. All right, ease down on the pace there, and you know. Because slow is smooth, and smooth is fast, as I think you already know. Right, there we are. Now that's properly plunked in now. No, it's not quite properly plunked in. A bit further. Yeah. Right, you need to go out over there. That's fine. Everybody's happy about that. Everybody's, delightfully charmed that that's a thing that needs to happen. And we can carry on with that one that way. And that's possibly going to go somewhere else in the future, but for the moment, it's all groovy. And then, when everybody's in the right place, we'll do this. What are you colliding with? Why are you giving me drama here? Have I got a gap in the ballast? I've got a gap in the flipping ballast, look. Let's resolve that. Right. And then this would appear to be, there's another gap in the ballast there. So if we go like this. Come on. Go on, get on it. There you are. Right, that's the outbound. Inbound will probably need something similar. I don't know. Do you fancy doing a full crossing system? No, you don't. All right. I've not thought this through. This should come as no surprise to anybody. Right, and then... No, not bulldozer. Oh. Phooey. Right, let's do that again. Come on. It was that much fun the first time. Go on, connect up. Go on. That's it. Right, good. There. That. And then... Yes. Also yes. Furthermore, yes. Right. Now, I think I took out some signals there. Oh no, hold on, I didn't. I've got signals here. This is good. I think that the signal on that side, however, might be... No, it's not too close. It shouldn't block anything. I think that might work. Okay, right. Good. That's fine. That one's working. Where's the other one? That just where's the Volan train? Here he comes. Look. Right. Let's just examine this for potential disaster. All right. I'm not feeling potential disaster here. I think we need a signal there though. So let's stick that on about here. You junction blocking at all? No, you're not. That's all fine. All right, good. I think. To be honest, I just brute force setting that up, so there's a very high likelihood that I've hosed it somewhere. But let's get the iron ore route, which I hadn't finished anything of. Here it is. So this is iron ore processing. Iron, not that kind of iron. Iron ore processing. Excellent. Okay, good. So that's going to do the right thing. We can see Coal Mountain. There is coal. No, there isn't. Production 8. It's not a lot, is it? There we go. He's carrying 1 coal. Okay, right. Well, I'm going to need to spend some of my slush fund on offsetting that cost, and I've got a scheme to do that. But I'll come on to that in a moment. Why are you still? Oh, because are you on wait till full? Yes, you are. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm using wait till full as a means of holding trains in the station for longer, which means that we'll get a situation where there are a bunch of trains all in the station at the same time. That's the only reason I'm doing it. I don't anticipate them actually becoming any more full. That's just you know, that's another affectation in order to make for a glamorous bit of video. Right, okay, let's build ourselves an ore train. This is going to also need 360, I think. I suspect it's got a longer way to go, but it's a faster bit of track. So I think we'll British Rail this one, maybe. I don't know. What about this Deutsche Bahn effort? Nah, that's for passengers. It's not got much power at all. It's very slow as well. 4C2. Now, where's the 4C2 I used? There it is. Look, 160 4.2. It's just slightly lighter. I think that's the same train designed. Oh, shift change. I don't even recognise that whistle, but it certainly means business. Let's go with. Let's take the maroon out for a country jaunt. We'll have one of those, and then yeah, wagon-wise, I'm going to need you with hoppers, much like the other one. Yes, unless we've got some variety going on in here. I'm just going all the way to the top. I know it's passengers at the top, so I can tell it to go freight only, which is not a button that exists. Brilliant. Where are we? Here we go. It's going to be gondolas, isn't it? These do 14, only 80 kilometers an hour. These do this. It's going to be the same ones, almost certainly. Let's go down to the bottom and make sure I'm not missing anything, which I'm not. Okay, right, fine. 360, please. Just don't look at my bank balance because we're gonna. No, I've run out of money. Right, in that case, 306, please. Lorks of mercy. Iron ore processing. There you go. Crumbs. Yeah, you might well toot there, friend. Now we're gonna colour this one in as well. We're gonna make it kind of orangish. No, kind of a dirty coppery. That one. Oh, that's come up lovely. What's that done for the loco? Oh, gently. Let's put a dirty brown stripe in the middle of it. That's okay, I suppose. Yeah, that's quite pleasing to watch go by. All right, excellent. We got a bit of a clipping issue there with the electrification, but never mind. Now then, where's my signalling on here? Because if I haven't got any already, this could lead to an everybody comes unstuck scenario. Given that this is a two-way bit of track here, and we've got to get out as far as that junction I've built in there. So what we need here to protect ourselves is one of those. Good tooting. We're going to wait for the oil train to come through by the looks of it. Send out one of the kids to go and stick their ear on the rail and hear if anything's coming. Oh, I haven't got money. Oh, that's a downer. Monsieur le bank manager. I need some cash. There we are. Plunk it in. That's it. Get it moving. Yeah, no, why are you purple? Quite extreme. Still, you missed your chance. It was giving way, but I need, we've got to get things moving here. So you're just going to have to hang on there for a sec. Yeah, big Russian beauty. Right, there we are. This is a terrible bit of track warpage we've got going on. Part of me thinks I should redecorate it, but I know for a fact that doing so is going to lead to no real profit. Okay, right, now then, because I've double slipped this, is it going to get onto its correct route here? I would anticipate it doing so, otherwise I wouldn't have chosen this track to go up in the first place. There it goes. Splendid. Right, now that once it's underway, once it's rolling, will lead to a situation where we are once again producing both steel, beg your pardon, and slag. And then if we pick up the slag, we can take it up here, turning it into construction materials. Whiz it back down the line, so it's going to come down on line 2 as we look at it here. Track 2, I should say. It can switch there if it needs to, but we're going to be taking construction materials straight into here, which the trucks will quite happily pick up and spread the love around the place. That's an unholy amount of goods waiting. Now then, what wagon does one need in order to transport construction materials? I think it's state cars. It's been a while since I've moved any, but let's have a quick look. Here we are, there's a state car. Construction materials, state cars. So it means that I need my delivery trains to now start packing a state car on the end of them as well, which means they're going to be more expensive. They're going to be running an empty cost centre on a increasingly frequent basis. That's not ideal. But that's what it's going to take. And that's going to be the quick win on that front, because then what we've got to do is we've got to start transporting the planks and the steel down here to the steel mill, to the factory right here. Those are both, mercifully, state car goods. So that in it, that's something at least. The issue is, do I run steel down to the hub and then back out with a 50% steel, 50% wood mix? I think that's probably the way to go. But oil is completely, it's off the hook, as the young folk might say occasionally. The amount of oil that I've got currently in transit is redonkulous. Anyway, right, I'm not done yet. I've got one more thing to do because I need to make some money, and that is I'm going to upgrade the Intercity. Now the Intercity has got plenty of demand, but it can go faster, which means it will make more money. And I can also cram more passengers in there. So as you can see, it will do 120 right now. Let's see, I've got 2 on there. They're both 29 years old. We're getting 770 a ticket. Right. So let's murderate what we're carrying right now. 120, 770 a ticket. Right, you got that in your mind? I know what I'm replacing it with as well. I want something fast-ish. 188. Now you're talking. Alternatives to the Alco PA. This is the ideal Alco PA route for now. Too slow. Right, there you go. Immediately count it out. Anybody able to compete with 188? I think it's. I think this is a foregone conclusion, but we're going to double check. Nope, that's it. It's Alco time. We do have multiple units. What do you do? 140. You're fairly sluggish by comparison. We'll go with the. Do we go with the New Haven? I thought I had a New York Central liveried one. I'm pretty sure I have. But we're going to want the one with the power booster as well because, you know, that's more expensive. Right, there we go. One of those. And then wagons. I bet I haven't got the right livery for this. This is going to cause an uproar when I stick the wrong thing on there. Now, the Golden Sand will do 180. And I think that's the fastest thing I've got in my arsenal of carriages at present. We don't want to use the heavyweight because the heavyweight is heavy. As much as that's a New York Central, and we're putting a New Haven on there. Well, they both have the word "new" in there, I suppose. That's close-ish. No, we'll go with the Golden Sand, which I believe, if memory serves, is somewhat appropriate. Right, 19. So, well, let's have a go. That's 19. Very good. 38. Yeah. So 2 more is 72. Yeah. Another 2 more is 110. And another 2 more is 148. That's a lot of passenger capacity on there. 20 million a vehicle. In which case, I was going to add a 3rd one on there, but I don't think I need it now. How much is this going to cost? 36 million. Well, that's the rest of my loan kind of taken care of, isn't it? I need you guys to be making me some sweet, sweet cash. There we go. Right, buy it. Oh, my goodness. Right, okay, right, well, you know, we're going to have to wait for both to be upgraded, and then we'll be able to see what that has done for the ticket price that we're getting. Because obviously we're going to be hauling more passengers, a good thing, faster, a good thing, and we should get more ticket bang for our buck as well. The other benefit that we've got here, of course, is that these are diesels, so they don't need any electrification. So it saves me having to, you know, tart up all the track. I'm going to repay as much of this as I can, and that's going to be my focus for a little while, is getting that repaid. But to be honest, until I finish this steel endeavour, I'm going to be carrying quite a lot of routes. In fact, this might be a terrible, terrible, terrible scheme overall. The other thing that I might do is I might trade in that double-headed big boy, because it's, you know, I mean, it's getting the job done, but it was making, you know, 5-6 million plus a year in terms of profit, and it's not doing that anymore. So I might chop it back down to what it was running before. Choices, 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 choices. But the good news is that I've got enough assets in play that if I did need to make some cash in a hurry, I could whip that up quite quickly. Really? Is this the end of the road, the end of the line for the intercity? Surely it has the option to go further. I'll have to have a look at this in due course. Right, here we go. 152. Oh, that's even more than I thought I was going to be carrying. Fair enough. Longer than the platform. That's never particularly desirable. But as long as the other one's done as well, is it? Not as yet. It's still got a little way to go. So we're still doing 770 until that switches. I'm not going to let this go without watching. There we go. Let's set up a glamour cam here. Not the best. It's not the best backdrop. But that is a sparkling livery and no mistake. Just a shame we haven't got the coaches on team. What have we got here? White, red, black. A fine combination. If we go with all... Oxblood hasn't really paid off. Let's go with all very, very crisp red. That looks dreadful. Alright, well, I'm not sure you can fix it, really. All that is grey. Oh, doesn't that look sharp? It's wrong, but, you know, it does look pretty sharp. That looks okay. I think we're going to go with sharp on this one. I know I've wrecked the livery already. There doesn't seem to be an option for... No, just stick with the default colours. Unless I'm mistaken. I'm mistaken. There we are. Right. That's that sorted. Where's this other one? Let's go and watch this one transition as well. And then we'll be able to get a feel for what the new ticket price is. Our survey says, right, that's that all switched over. Let's have a look. Right, there we go. So we've added a third to the ticket price. We're hauling more passengers. Now, I've got to get the demand up as well, because that does empty out those stations. I mean, okay, maybe not this one. Nope, there's 130 waiting. But the delivery speed should make that a positive. Right, there we go. What are you? 396 on oil refining. That's a good sign. What are you looking at financially? 9 million profit this year. Oil is keeping me going, despite the fact that demand is completely hosed. So I don't know how long that's gonna pan out in a positive fashion. You're waiting for food. There's food waiting here. Locarno Goods Bulk. And Locarno's, it's there, look. And there's stuff still waiting to be delivered over there. I mean, what are you doing to me? And furthermore, why are you doing it? We've got lumber waiting now as well. That's a positive sign. Are you making profit? You are making profit. Well, stone the crows. That was not the train I meant to look at. That's Locarno Goods Bulk. You're supposed to be making profit because you've got extremely high demand. This is the one I anticipated not making any profit. And I'd be right. Good. Currently burning $1 million a year. Right. Anyway, hold on. I think we've got a passing. We haven't. We've missed it. That's a pity, isn't it? Right. Okay. Let's check in on some of our other heavy hitters. Let's have a look. Last year made 935. The year before it made 6 million. This year it's $1 million up. But look at the spike in running costs there. It's just not worth it, especially when I need to be covering the costs of a mere mortal trains. How are you doing? I dread to think it's cost me 3 million quid this year so far. Oh dear. Meanwhile, try to ship more items. Well, we're not even developing any items right now. We've got some stored up. Look, that's all viable. There's no coal waiting, obviously, because the chain's not complete yet. The smartest thing to do would be to revert. Would be to complete this line before any further investment. But I'm very optimistic that that Alco setup is going to fund some growth here. Anyway, that'll take us as far as we need to go for today. I've been Colonel Failure, and you've been a delight, and that's got 48 passengers on it. That's not going to make me my fortune, is it? Yes. More passengers, please. More. How many have we got waiting here? Intercity via Locarno, 2. It's not a lot. It really isn't a lot. Interlaken. Hopefully, it's going to Sarnen though. So At least that's 120 on board. Oh, by criminy. Yeah, there we are. Harebrained schemes aplenty, friends. That's what you've come to know and expect from this series. And we're going to continue with that. I'm going to set myself up for some kind of Colonel Cam expedition here. Here we go. We're going to try and get a good tracking shot. There's a reason that this is better than using the standard tracking cam, and that's because you can do better angles. Now I'm going to move too fast initially for this chap to really get it going. There, see, look, there you go. Yeah, he's pulling away from me. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've been Colonel Failure. Next time around, don't know, but I need to make some cash, and I need to make it pretty quickly. So that's obviously going to be at least part of the focus that we have collectively. Chuck a like at this one if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. How many voices going? Dearie me. I'll catch you next time. Cheerio.